Adam Purinton is a 51-year-old white supremacist sicko who went into a bar in suburban Kansas, outside, I believe, of Overland, and shot three people who were Indian men, garment engineers, because they were Indian. He walked in basically saying, "Get out of my country." The bar's crowded. People are watching the TCU Kansas game. College kids having a great time. And this dude, ugly and inside out, unhappy with his life, decides he's going to make somebody else unhappy just because they don't look like he does. President Trump talks about terrorism from the Mideast and pays no attention to the terrorists we have right here in our own backyard. How do you handle that idea that somebody has where they think because you don't look like them that you should be harmed? That's stupid. And why is it that they have to be white and male more often than not? That's the issue. My theory is it has to do with a overall reduction in education spending, coupled with the many different kinds of ways there are to be smart and make money that do not fall into the traditional type of education you get when you come out of school, or excuse me, not when you come out of school, when you're in school. Like we used to have vocational training, and we don't really have that anymore. And that's paid for by the government. You have to go to a private school like DeVry or something like that. That needs to change, because the one thing that all this incidents have in common is they're not done by people who are wealthy. They're done by men who are generally not financially well off at all and dealing with a lot of issues that have given them financial problems. But that doesn't make what he did right. It was a hate crime, period. Pure and simple. I couldn't believe when I read that the authorities were having a hard time determining whether it was a hate crime. When on Twitter, witness after witness said, "Hey, I walked in a bar, yelled racial slurs. They asked him to leave. He did, but he then came back with a gun." Sick, just plain sick.